Hello everyone, and welcome back to Red Leaf Pursuit Outdoors. Today we're coming at you with a review of the Bowmar nose button. The Bowmar nose button has created a hype in the archery world, and it was one of the hottest topics at the 2020 ATA show. Now, the Bowmar nose button is an anchoring device, but it's much more than your typical kisser button. A kisser button is about 1/4 of an inch big, and it sits right here in the corner of your mouth. The Bowmar nose button is about 1 millimeter. We're talking less than 1 millimeter of face to string contact, whereas, like I said, the kisser button is 1/4 of an inch of face to string contact. The Bowmar nose button will come in a package just like this. It'll actually come with 2 nose buttons, a bigger one and a smaller one, and then it'll come with your serving. The bigger one weighs in at only 2.2 grains, and the small one only at 0.9 grains, whereas your average kisser button is going to weigh 15 grains. Now, I've used a kisser button for years. I still have one on my bow right now. It's actually a speed knock with a brass knock around it, and I'm sure that weighs more than 15 grains, which is more than your standard kisser button. So I'm probably going to lose a little bit of speed on my bow. With the Bowmar nose button, you actually will gain 5 feet a second if you just have the nose button on. That's without no kisser, no brass knock, no speed knock, nothing, just the nose button. And I've seen videos where that is the case. So not only are you going to gain speed, but you're going to get a more precise anchor. Not only is it going to help you with a more precise anchor, it's going to help you cure things that you would never imagine. The first thing it helps cure is target panic. When I put this on, I'm dealing a little bit with target panic. Not too much, but just it's there. When you put this on your bow, I promise you, you will not have as bad of target panic as you previously did. And all you have to do is slap one of these on your string, and it's that easy. The other thing that it helps cure is, obviously, well, we already touched on it a little bit, is facial pressure. Whether you're left-handed or right-handed, when you come back and you come into anchor, if your face is pressing into that string just a little bit, it can cause you a left miss or a right miss, and you're not even gonna know what it is because everything feels right, your form feels right, you pulled through the shot, everything felt good. But if you have just a little bit of facial pressure on that string, it can throw that arrow off. Not to mention, if you don't want to use this as a nose button, the material that Josh Bowmar made this out of is meltable, so you can melt it down and it will not be spiky. See, the nose button is actually designed with spikes on it. I don't know if you can see that. There's actually spikes all the way around the nose button there. So the purpose of that is so let's say my D loop's over here and my peep's not lined up and I draw back. Well, if it was just one spike, it could be over here or it could be up here. With it being spikes all the way around it, it'll always allow it to be in the same spot. So you can do it 2 ways. I've seen some people will anchor right on the tip of their nose, and then some people will actually anchor just below. And either one works fine. And so what you're going to do is, to install it, is you can go over to Bowmar Bow Hunting's YouTube channel, and they have a great installation video. I'll put that link down in the description, and he walks you through how to tie the constrictor knot, everything. You don't have to take it to a shop. You can do it right at home by yourself, and it's awesome because it really does make a difference. Now I'll show you how it works here. I'll load an arrow down here in my little archery layer. I got about 15 yards I can shoot. So when you draw back, anchor. I still anchor with my kisser or my speed knock, and then once that's set, I can anchor the nose button right on the tip of my nose, just like so. Now I'm going to take my bow into the shop and make a few adjustments here after the season ends, and I'm actually going to remove the speed knock completely off my bow because I've gotten so used to the nose button that I really don't even need the knock on there. So once I hit that on my nose button, I know I'm there. The nose button is just, it's so much more than an anchor point because it even helps your shot process slow down. I took my first deer this past week with the nose button on my bow, and I noticed that it was probably the longest I've ever been drawn on a deer that I didn't have to wait till he cleared a tree, just out in the open, because it really slows you down. It's kind of like when you're deer hunting, there's so much going through your mind. Everything's kind of like, oh, pin hits the deer, boom, I gotta shoot. No, not with the nose button. When you get back into your anchor and you put that nose button right on the tip of your nose, it's kind of like a calming thing. I don't know what it is. It's just mentally, for me, I noticed that it really slowed my shot process down, and that has made a huge difference for me. Even just target shooting. I mean, I can, at 40 yards, I used to be, you know, I'd shoot one in the center of the lungs and maybe one left lung, one right lung. Now I don't have any left or right misses. Usually it's either just a little high or a little low as my occasional miss, which is awesome. I totally eliminated left and right misses, and that is huge for anybody, target archer or hunter. And Josh, you know, he spent 2 years testing and engineering this thing, and I think he has perfected it. I mean, it is just an unbelievable anchor. Like I said, you can use it as a kisser button. You can use it with nothing else, just the nose button, and it's really awesome what he's designed. So I'll put a couple more arrows down range for you, and one more, and just show you that thing in action. Anchor, corner of mouth, nose. And I think that's another one in the orange. So yeah, it's done so much for me as far as accuracy goes. You can get it for $14.99. It's really inexpensive. You can get it in several different colors. I know they have green, black, blue, pink, red. You can get it in almost any color you want, which really is nice because you can personalize it with how your bow looks, what colors you got on your bow. You can get it on their website at bowmararchery.com, which I'll also link in the description. So I hope you go take a look at the Bowmar nose button. I think it will be really worth your time and really worth the very low cost to throw it on your bow and at least give it a try. I mean, you're only out $14.99 if you don't like it, and I guarantee you you're gonna love it. I never even anchored with the tip of my nose before, and I've always anchored right there in the corner of my mouth, and I absolutely love it. It took me like 3 days to finally really get to loving it, and I don't think I'll ever go back. Like I said, I'm gonna go in and have a couple adjustments made on the bow, make sure it's still tuned, and I'm gonna just take the kisser off completely. So that concludes this review of the Bowmar nose button. Like I said, go check their website out at bowmararchery.com, which I said I'll link in the description, and go check out their Instagram page, Bowmar Archery, and their YouTube channel. So thanks for watching this review of the Bowmar nose button. Thanks for watching. Please check the links in the description below.